Hello, my lovely witches. Welcome back to another episode of Witchcrafting. I'm Amethyst Rose, and today we are talking about Oregon Sunstone. Let's go ahead and start with what is Oregon Sunstone. Oregon Sunstone is a form of labradorite. It's from the feldspar family. It has copper inclusions, which gives it this adventurous glitter glowing kind of schiller effect from the inside out. It was formed in lava flows millions of years ago. It is mined in southern central Oregon, kind of by the California border. And there are public mines outside Plush, Oregon, where the public can go and mine from anywhere from free to paying feed prices, and they can mine potentially better areas of Sunstone. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Sunstone looks like. We're going on in. So here we have different sizes of sunstone here. We're going to start on this side here. So sunstone colors vary from, you can see anything of clear and even the champagne color to yellow, light pink, salmon, orange, red, blues, and even greens. So there are various shades of those colors. As you can kind of see, we have some orange, we have some yellow. This one has some schiller effect. We may or may not be able to catch that on the laptop exactly, but they kind of glow from the inside out, and it's really noticeable in the sunlight. So when you go to the fields and are mining, the ground, it practically glitters and glows with bits of sunstone. And as you can see, we have some size comparisons here just to kind of show you what the size looks like. And in this bowl, we are displaying larger pieces of sunstone here, whereas you can see in this bowl here, we have a more common size of sunstone that you're going to find in metaphysical and spiritual shops. So they definitely vary in size, and they do get bigger than even these sizes, which is pretty large. That's about a quarter size right there. The sunstone is a 6.5 to a 7.2 on the Mohs hardness scale, which means it can be faceted and turned into jewelry, and it's very lovely. Let's talk about the cost. So pale yellow and colorless, whether it's cut or calibrated stones, go for a few dollars per carat to even $20 per carat for especially custom cut pinks and tans with or without schiller. They can range up to $50 per carat when they have the schiller, when they have the darker oranges, which are more rare, the reds are more rare, and definitely the pinks and blue are very, pinks and blue. The blue and greens are pretty rare themselves too. So the metaphysical properties we see in sunstone is chakra healing and balancing the energies. It uses the power of the sun and light to help cleanse and clear the chakras, restoring joy and nurturing the spirit. So these crystals are really great for self-confidence and happiness. So in late June, me and the family physically went up to the mines and had a camping excursion, which was a lot of fun. And we tried calling and making reservations ahead of time. Showing you little clips of our journey out to Eastern Oregon, and then we'll talk more. See you in a minute.
The times to mine that are open during the season are May through August, so would absolutely recommend going late June. It was perfect. We had about 80 to 90 degree weather during the day. We still wore sweaters, hats, and sunscreen, but it was much more tolerable during the day and at night. It wasn't too hot or too cold. We spent 2 nights there. The second day that we were there, we did pick from all of the multitude of different options that Spectrum has to dig. So you can do free digging. You can pay $50 to $100 to $200 depending on what type of activity of digging, what type of ore you're going to dig through. The mine will find different basically basalt and lava, and some of it's going to have more green or rare stones, and those pits are more expensive to dig in. Also, when you have different mining options, you have things such as the pit, where you physically get in a pit with a shovel and are sifting sand and digging through layers of earth, or you have the ore piles, which is where they have fresh dug, and that's the different grade of ore. So you're going to pay more for better ore, and it's already dug up, so you just get to sift through it and find your sunstones. And that one ranges, I think, 200 to 300 a day, depending on, again, how rare your ore and how rare your sunstones are going to be. And my family, we chose the $100 a day dig, and it was nice that kids under 12 were free. There's one last option that they had, which was the $200 belt, basically sift, and it's where they put the ore on this mechanical belt that crushes down the basalt and exposes all of the sunstones. So you just get to, for 1 hour, as many people as you want, stand across the belt line and pick your sunstone right off the belt. And that's one of the easiest ways that you can absolutely go home with a big score. But it's all a gamble either way. So even if you pay money to find sunstone, you've got to go out there and do the work and move the dirt from one location to the other location. That is all you have to do, but it is still a lot of work. So be prepared with gloves and goggles. I can't stress that enough. The sand alone is going to be blowing in your eyes, and you're gonna need to be able to see what you're doing. So I highly recommend to bring, some tools, and definitely get that camping gear. Do some research on the mines before you actually make it out there. Don't be alarmed when you can't take a left off a Hogback Drive. Just keep going and trusting that you're going to see that sign that says Sunstone Area 14 on the left. And I would try doing multiple mines while you're out there, so that you don't just have one mine experience, but definitely, again, be aware that you're camping and it's going to take a lot out of you, and be prepared. And if you can go glamping, do it. I hope to go glamping next time when I go. There's a lot more mining for me and my family. We were all thrilled to find large buckets of sunstone that we collected and brought home. So it was a wonderful experience for the family, for the puppy, and we're definitely going to do it again, and different types of gemstones on top of that. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this adventure. I'm Amethyst Rose. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and even Patreon. I can't wait to bring you new content and new adventures. So until next time, I'm Amethyst Rose from Witchcrafting. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.